it's an absolute pleasure to be here. I'm going to flub all of this, but I'm going to go very quickly because no one's here to hear me speak. The best part about my job is I get to make it on film and then see what happens. I do have to say thanks so much to Pam for having us here tonight and Beyond Basics. And John Corcoran, the Corcoran Foundation. When John called me, he said, well, he was introduced by our mutual friend Jack Canfield, who wrote the Chicken Soup for the Soul books. They only sold 500 million books, so it's not that big of a success. You can't live on that, but it's a good start. And John said, hey, my friend Jack Canfield said we should connect. There's a documentary, and I've been on Oprah and Larry King. And I said, John, it sounds like your story's been told. But congratulations, great. And so that was my email back to him, and he sent another email back. Nick, you really don't understand. Would you mind giving me a few minutes? I said, of course. And a friend of mine taught me a long time ago, if you want big things in your life, you got to give God elbow room. And so I said, sure, of course. I'll meet with anybody who wants to meet. So thank you, John, for your tenacity in this cause. And many things. I could do 30 minutes on most anyone in this room because I either interviewed them or spent a lot of time with them, had a lot of drinks with them, had a lot of meals with them. I had a blast making this film. You will cry unless you're heartless, I promise. If you're heartless, I can't do much for you. I have to warn you that I did, I think, about 100 interviews, and there was no way that everyone could make the film, but please do not take it as an ego hit if you're not in the film. It means that you're a part of my next part of the story. We really hope to, this is just the beginning of the story. We hope to make a 7, 8, 9, 10 part series. There's so many things I could have covered, but I couldn't. The only mission with this film, I really said from the beginning, was there's so much to cover in this realm, and you all know way more than me about it. But when I walked into being willing to try to take on this topic and seeing the division and the hatred and then the love all in the same place, I was like, I don't know how to do this. So I really set out with 3 simple goals. One was to help any adult who struggles with reading right now to know that it's not too late. Second, to any parent or uncle or aunt or friend of a child who's living a hell right now that can't figure it out, there's another way. And number 3, how could we include everybody even if you can't afford expensive tutoring? I'm not sure we nailed all 3 of those. I'm not sure we nailed all 3 of those by far. However, I think you see the heart that was the intent of it in here. So again, I just want to let there's people in here who look, I flew to you and I spent my time with you because I value you. And just if you're not in this version of this film, don't worry about it. There's more to come. That's my goal. That's my hope. All right. And then I guess we thank everyone who funded the film. It goes without saying, thank you. We can't do any of this without that. But I also want to, everyone who's interviewed for the film, I would love you to stand up for just a second, just get recognized.